Greetings, people of the internet. I'm Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome back to the underground laboratory where we create robots, aliens, zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. We also create comic books as part of the 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge, where we spend, 30 minutes a day, every day. 30 minutes or more. You can spend more if you want, but at least 30 minutes a day, every day, for 100 days straight, working on our own personal comic book project. Hopefully you guys have your own personal comic book project that you're working on, or maybe you're thinking about working on a book. I would encourage you to do so if you haven't already started. It's awesome. I mean, it changed my life. So what am I working on? What's my personal comic book project? This is it right here. Young and the Dead. This is issue 1, issue 2, issue 3. So 3 issues available right now at Serkworks.com. It's a kids versus zombies story. It's like Goonies meets Night of the Living Dead. You can kind of imagine hopefully based on that description what it's about. But if you like Goonies, if you like Monster Squad, if you like Stranger Things, if you like stuff, nostalgic stuff set in the 80s, if you like kids who are the stars, who are the heroes, and you might dig this. So that's what that's all about. Where are we in the challenge? And so today is, you know what today is? Today is Free Comic Book Day, and that is super awesome, man. I love Free Comic Book Day. So this is let's see. So I haven't got a chance to get out to my comic book store, my local comic book store yet. And when I say my local comic, I'll probably try to hit a couple. But because there's some great comic book stores in the area. If you can get out, if you can go vicariously through the paralleloscope and go out in the kind of Phoenix area, there's some great comic book stores out there. But I don't know. We'll see if we can make that happen, because I'm kind of stuck down here in the lair. But last year, I happened to get a hold of these. These are some of the books that I got for Free Comic Book Day last year. I got the relaunch of ROM. This time it's through IDW, but if you remember ROM, it used to be a Marvel comic. And it used to be kind of I don't want to say a toy line, because I think there was only like one toy. I think the toy kind of like bombed, but the book kind of went on for a while, and it's got kind of a cult following. So it's cool that they brought him back. And look at this. They gave him fingers. If you're familiar with ROM, he kind of had these mittens, but they did give him fingers, which I can sort of understand. But other than that, he's pretty true to the original, which is awesome. And then I got a Rocket Raccoon, and then this one, Awake. This is from an artist that I follow on Instagram, and I met him a few shows and everything. Super cool, doing some cool stuff. I think he's on to a different project now, but this is one he was doing through Action Lab. And Action Lab's a pretty cool little comic book company. They do some cool stuff that I like. So those are some things I got last year. I'm curious to see what kind of books they're going to have out this year, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't gone, so if there's a chance that I do get a chance to get out, maybe I'll have some of that. Maybe I'll take some shots of some of that stuff for and plug it into tomorrow's show. But yeah, so hopefully you guys, it's a good time to get out to your local comic book store. And but anyway, where are we? I thought it would be cool. We are at day, let's see, we're at day 95. Wow, man. 95. Now I thought it would be cool if we would have ended on like an event like Free Comic Book Day, but we're we still got 4 days to go. But that would have been kind of cool. But no matter what, we'll do something. Hopefully we'll figure out something to do for day 100. But can you believe it, man? It's hard for me to believe. And so making some progress in the comic book, like I said, and I've said this many times, the goal isn't necessarily to finish your comic book. It's to get you going and get moving on the progress of getting closer. So I'm going to continue. I'm not going to do daily vlogs when we end this thing. I'm going to do updates and things, but I'm going to have all kinds of other cool content on the channel, some new stuff that I've been waiting to get to, and I wanted to kind of drop some of that in here and there while I was doing this challenge. But man, this challenge is kicking my butt, so there's like no extra time. So I'm looking forward to a little extra free time, because I'm still going to be putting in those 30 minutes a day on the comic book, but all the video editing and everything that comes along with that, that does take some time away from that. So hopefully I have a little more free time to do some of these other videos I'm talking about, and hopefully put in a little more than just 30 minutes a day on the comic, because that's all I've really had time to do. So we'll see, but yeah, I have made some progress, and you know, anyway. But speaking of progress, where are we? Let's go up here to the paralleloscope that we mentioned, and we're gonna go check it out, and we're gonna see what's going on right now as we work, or as the alternate reality version of me. Because what is the paralleloscope? It's where we can view alternate realities, parallel universes. If you're new, you know, you don't know, now you do. But if you've been with for a while, then you know what that's all about. We're gonna go up here, we're gonna check that out. All right, I'm gonna try to get my 30 minutes in today. There's a lot to do. Of course, it is Free Comic Book Day, so I definitely want to get out to some of the comic book stores and kind of see what some of the offerings and everything are. And I also got an event up at the park by my house, and I'll film some stuff on that and I'll show you, but we're gonna go down there. It's like a big spring fling thing that they do every year, where they've got like the bouncy houses and the face painting and all that kind of stuff. So it's fun. So my daughter, you know, my boys are a little old, so they're not going to be interested in that. But my daughter and my nieces are spending the night and everything, so we're all going to go up there and have some fun. And like I said, I'll kind of probably take some clips of that, and then later I want to get this up probably before I go to Free Comic Book Day. So I don't know if I'll have any of that stuff to show you today anyway. And it depends if there's anything interesting though. But I just want to talk about, you know, Free Comic Book Day and something else, and now I'm kind of hesitating to mention because I don't have all the information in front of me. But there's, you know, Free Comic Day, which is just a great, any way you can try to get kids into reading comics and everything, because it's, even though, you know, the movies and, you know, the Marvel movies and the DC movies and comic books and superheroes and all that kind of stuff, it's so big right now. There's still, I don't know if there's a lot of people reading comics. I mean, I guess manga is still pretty big and everything, but hopefully we're getting some new people involved and getting them to read comics and things like that. So oh, something kind of cool came up that I forgot about, but I was invited to talk about comics for a Girl Scout troop. And I don't know when that is. That's probably after the 100 days. But that's something that sounds really cool to me, because anytime you can kind of evangelize comics and get the word out about that. But they're actually, I didn't realize this, but there is a comic, I don't know if they're called merit badge. I know in Boy Scouts they're called merit badge. Whatever the equivalent for Girl Scouts is, there's a badge for that. So as part of earning their badge, I'm going to go talk to them. So that's super cool. That's something I'm looking forward to. But back to the Free Comic Book Day thing. There's also something that started up where it's like, what is it, like Indie Comics Day? And I think it's in August, but just Google Indie Comics Day. I think it's called Indie Comics Day. But that's something I'm super excited about, because I also want to get people interested, not only in the big 2 or 3 or whatever, the superheroes and all that kind of stuff, but anyone doing like indie comics. Obviously, you know, I hold that dear to my heart. I'm a big enthusiast as far as indie comics, and I definitely want to let people know about that. But so anyway, that's what I'm thinking about today. But like I said, I want to talk about this thing at the park. I'm here with my daughter and my niece and my girlfriend, and we're all going to head up to the park over by my house. There's a spring fling thing. I guess they got big like water slide blow up things and face painting and all that stuff, so it should be fun. You guys ready?
Yeah!
All right.
Here we go.
All right, welcome back to the Underground Laboratory. We're gonna take day 95. Oh, whoa. Gotta be careful with that. Be careful where we throw this thing. We're gonna throw that in the garbage. So we've got, tomorrow's day 96, so we got 5 more days to go. I think before I said 4. Maths. I'm not too good at the maths, but so we got 5 more days, so let's make them count. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 96. That is all. Hey everyone, you've seen the process. Now you can check out the story. Issues 1 through 3 of Young and the Dead are available at my website at serkworks.com. Also follow me on social media at the links listed below. Subscribe and check out some of the other videos in the series. There's much more to come.